Yesterday was an interesting night.
So this one has double stick, right? Yeah. Actually, no, it has plus.
I don't play cards, but when I do play cards, it's with actual poker playing cards. Not necessarily with cards like this, known as Magic. Growing up as a kid, I grew up with Yu-Gi-Oh! I grew up a little bit with Pokemon. It was mainly Yu-Gi-Oh! You know, the anime, cartoon kind of card games. I never got into Magic because I just never understood it. To me, it seemed a little too complicated, and I just never really got into it. However, I was talked into going to this event.
Yep, 14.
I was talked into buying a $15 deck. I mean, it's just a bunch of, like, you know, cards. It came with a manual, it came with a bunch of bonus cards, and basically it came with an entire deck. I mean, for example, what is that? I'm not very familiar with this card game, but you know, I went to this event with an open mind. Is it going to become a hobby of mine? I don't know. Like, look at this one, Sky Skiff. From a creative standpoint, I think they're very cool looking cards, very cool designs, and the architecture and the artistic presence of these cards are pretty cool. Like, here's a mountain card. I mean, cool stuff, not gonna lie. I went with an open mind to see what the hype was about, and it was a very cool venue. It's basically a place of gathering where people after work or after a long day of labor can come together and play games.
Set your camera right here and try and get the players. Low roll.
There was an actual tournament going on. There was other board games going on. There's tables spread out everywhere. There was an actual shop for buying cards and buying equipment and stuff.
It's a triggered ability. What's a triggered? So I have to sacrifice a card to do it, and it's not targeting.
I thought it was a very cool experience. I just wanted to say what I experienced last night, and I had a great time. I think people who do play card games get a bad rep as nerdy or geeky. It's not about that. It's just about gathering. And I mean, the card game is called Magic the Gathering. It's about a gathering of people who appreciate a specific culture and a specific way of playing with cards. And I think it's great. It's a great way. I think it's a great way to socialize. It's a great way to make friends and a great way to communicate with people who appreciate the same and who share common interests. I think it's a great time.